So why don't you tell us a little bit about you, man? Tell us a little bit about your business and kind of, where you started and
Yeah. Grew up in Salem, New Hampshire, as you know. Went to private schools my whole life. Graduated St. John's Prep. Went off to college, and then came home after I graduated. And I was constantly working my way up to get to law school. And I was about a month away from matriculating to law school. And I was doing some landscape work with somebody that you know in Salem, and just saving some money up. And the house that we happened to be working at, the guy pulled me aside and solicited me for a job and said, "Hey, I heard you just graduated from school. Want to come work for my company." And it was a collection agency. Never even knew what that was. I didn't had any idea what it was. I said thanks, but no thanks. I'm a few weeks away from going to law school. Went home that night and thought about it and thought to myself, I've never actually had a real quote unquote job. I've also always done sorts of volunteer work and building up my resume, working hard to get into a good law school. Let me give it a year. Let me just give it a year. I'll work for a year, and then law school's always going to be there, right? Went back to the job site the next day and pulled him aside and said, "Hey, is that offer still on the table? I'd like to take you up on it with the caveat that it'll be for 1 year. I'll work for you for 1 year. I'll work as hard as anyone in your office, if not harder, but then I am going to law school to pursue my dream."